Hello again. Today's Mystic Quickie is about entanglement, love, connection, basically embracing the fact that you are not separate. You are not alone, never have been, never will be. It's only your feeling of it, your unacknowledging of the connection and feeling that you're separate that causes you to live and feel alone. So, I'm Karen Thomas. I'm a healing catalyst using the Book of Life. And this is another Mystic Quickie, of which I've almost used up a minute for nothing. Okay, I was thinking it had been a while since I've done one of these and I needed to get on there. And I know the thought came to me that somebody's going to feel like I forgot about them. It doesn't matter if it was you or not, in particular. And it doesn't matter whether you're seeing this today or 10 years from now or after I'm long gone. There is still that connection. Oh my God, I can feel it. There's no time or space, so it doesn't matter like when it is or where you are. Let me give you some examples. I'm kind of ready to cry, so forgive me if I'm not being very coherent. Over the years, people have come to me and say, Karen, you came to me in my dream last night. Sometimes they come and they say that I came to them when they were awake, that they were having some kind of problem, some situation, and then you showed up. And I'm thinking, really? When was this? Oh, like 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. I'm thinking one in particular, and I'm thinking, and I said, I was at the grocery store. No, you were with me. I helped them, whatever it was that they needed, and I don't remember, and it doesn't matter. Another time I was working with someone, I'd never met her before. Somebody brought her to one of our retreats. And all of a sudden, out of the clear blue, she said, you helped me. You helped me. I remember. And I'm standing there thinking, okay. No, you did. I remember. And she explained that she had sometime in the previous week or something, in her dreams, she was having some horrific, like, nightmare problem and couldn't get out of it and was lost and afraid, and I showed up and I helped her. I didn't remember that. I don't remember her. As far as I knew, this was the first time I'd met her. And yet here she was. She remembered me. And it's not some out there thing that just happens to a few people, that just happens rarely. It happens all the time, because you are never, ever alone. And all you need to do is reach out and ask for help. If you're feeling lonely, ask for help. And then pay attention. Pay attention. Because if you're not paying attention, it's so easy to see it. The more you look, the more you see. The more you listen, the more you'll hear. So, for example, often I sit out here on this deck and say my prayers in the morning. And so many times, right at that moment that I'm reaching grace and my heart is filled and my body is in joy, the sun will peek through the trees back there. There's this one particular spot. The branches will move and the sun will come through right at that moment. Happens once, kind of cool. Happens twice, still cool. Keeps happening. It's not an accident. But I noticed it, so I was paying attention. Many times it'll be the wind, how the wind is blowing or stops blowing. A leaf will go across your path because the wind is connected to you. people are connected to you, spirit's connected to you. You are never apart from everything. And as long as you're paying attention, or when you start paying attention, you'll notice it more and more. And as it comes more and more, and you see it more and more, your faith and understanding in it strengthens. And that builds your capacity to relax, de-stress, let go of all the day-to-day stuff, because you know you're in the embrace of all that is. You can call it God. God is the overall umbrella, right? But with underneath that umbrella is everything that exists. And everything that exists is connected. And if everything is connected, nothing is alone. And if you feel alone, it's because you're forgetting that you're part of everything. I asked, why am I talking about this today? It was because there's somebody out there I don't know who you are, what your name is. You need to know that I love you. Creator loves you. We're with you. And you can call on us anytime, individually, as a collective. You want to call on me, call on me. Somebody texted me one time. They needed help with something. And I was visiting somebody out of state. And I really didn't know how my schedule was going to go. I was kind of, going with the flow with everybody else. So I texted her back and I said, I will, I'll get to it, and I'll let you know when I've done whatever needs to be done. So, later that day, the next day, whatever, I don't remember. I get the time, I go outside in the backyard, I do my thing, I send the energy, I do what needs to be done for this person. And I go to text her. I pick up my phone, go in the house, get my phone, go to text her, and she'd already texted me. Did you just work on me? She knew. I mean, she felt it. But she was aware that I was going to, right? So she was looking for it. Otherwise, she could have easily been like, oh, that was a strange sensation, or, my stomach's upset, or whatever. This journey is about healing and growing and connecting and finding that way. Finding the way to let go of your separation consciousness. You are not separate. Again, never have been, never will be. Even in those times when you turn into hate and when you turn into anger and fear and rebel against everything and just, I can't stand it, I want to be alone. You're not alone, even though you perceive it. Private Doubting, read it, it's beautiful. You can get it online, it's in public domain. Something Private Doubting, D-O-W-D-I-N-G. Anyway. He passes into the next world and experiences complete and utter aloneness. He doesn't see anything. There's nothing recognizable. It's just blank, just him and nothingness. And that goes on for some time. And eventually his brother shows up, and his brother starts, interacting with him and showing him the ropes, so to speak, and he's learning and expanding and experiencing love and all kinds of things. And he asked his brother, why weren't you there when I passed? Where were you? I needed you then. I was so alone. And his brother's like, I was there. You just didn't see me. So when you're feeling alone, remember Private Doubting. Don't be Private Doubting. Well, be him when he experiences it. But when you're expecting nothing and you experience nothing, it isn't because there's nothing. It's because of you. This is my labor of love today. It's Labor's Day. Giving you a little love. I'm a little off. If you can tell, I got myself a nice head cold. So, I'm done for today. My love to you. Feel the collective. Feel the love. Feel the connection. Step by step. You'll get there.